Do not eat of the root, or you will break out in painful, itchy sores.
Ah.
Out of sight.
A fucking platformer. I guess this is familiar territory for me. Skullmonkeys was released in 1998 as a sequel to The Neverhood. Unlike its predecessor, which is a point-and-click game on PC, this is a platformer released on the PS1. But Passion, The Neverhood was released on PS1? Yeah, in Japan. God, this game better be good. Wait, I already talked about it in the recommendation video? The story takes place after the Neverhood. Clog falls into a random planet called Idznak, the planet of the Skullmonkeys. He disguises himself as one under the new name Clogmonkey. He tells the Skullmonkeys that he needs them to make an engine called Evil Engine Number 9 to destroy the Neverhood. Jerio, a smart Skullmonkey, summons Klaymen to help him stop Clogmonkey and the Skullmonkeys. This story is definitely more prominent than the Neverhood. I guess it makes sense considering it's a platformer where the control and the gameplay is the main priority. Despite this game still captures the spirit of its predecessor. The visuals here are great. It's good to know that they still use the claymation art style for this game versus, well, this. Which makes this game visually more unique than any platformer. The sets are just as beautiful as ever and it's a lot more vibrant than the Neverhood. And the cutscenes in this game feel like they were ripped straight out from the Neverhood despite being a different game on a different system. The music in this game also captures the spirit of the Neverhood, albeit it is slightly different, since the soundtrack has more variety and it's more fast-paced, which complements the game's hectic nature. My favorite song is the bonus room song. It's just so stupid, I swear to God.
There are no monsters here. Hey, wait, look over there. I was just kidding. Don't be scared.
So what's the gameplay like? Skullmonkeys is a 2D side-scroller that honestly reminds me of Rayman. I get serious Rayman vibes when playing this. Probably because of the cartoon aesthetic, the overall feel, and the difficulty. More on that later. This game does have mechanics that are familiar in other platformers. For example, there's clay balls everywhere. Get 100 clay balls, you get an extra life. There's also Klaymen heads that represent an extra life, as well as a halo that serves as an extra hit. Also, a bird is the main fucking checkpoint, by the way. There's also a shit ton of power-ups. Klaymen gets to shoot, have a hamster shield, clear up every enemy in the screen, summon Willy to get every collectible on screen, and fart for a temporary checkpoint. Okay, so if I shit myself, will it still be temporary? I'm not gonna lie, this is too much. Yeah, there's too much shit in Skullmonkeys. Some of these power-ups I barely use. Others are more scarce than you think. And honestly, I don't think having multiple types of bonus levels is necessary. Sure, exploring the 70s is cool and all, but I want to go to the 80s where it's okay to do crack. I guess they're cool to have, but do I need them? Not really. I'm moving a little too ahead. I didn't even talk about the controls yet. And let me tell you, this feels like a platformer from the 90s, meaning these controls are kind of slippery and they got some weight to them. Meaning landing can be very tricky, especially since bro be falling hard. However, platforming isn't the only thing you do. You do have some different levels to give more variety, such as riding on balls, I'm leaving that in, and some minigame-esque levels, and no lie, they're pretty fun. Yet despite having a lot to keep up with, this game is pretty goddamn fun. Plus the gore in this game makes hitting every enemy satisfying. But each level is fast, engaging, and pretty challenging. Maybe a little too challenging. Much like Rayman, this game can get fucking ridiculous. There's 17 worlds in this game, and this game gets hard halfway through. Meaning later on, these worlds become unfucking fair. Especially the world where Klaymen and the levels are dark. Fuck you for that. And the final world, Evil Engine Number 9, bro. This fucking world separates the men from the boys. Imagine every annoying thing about the game thrown at you all at once. Game overs are inevitable, but this leads to the biggest problem with this game. The save system revolves around a fucking password. In 1998, the same year as Crash 3 and Spyro. That's pathetic. And what's worse is that the passwords don't save your progress in each world. So unless you have a pen and paper, you better remember which world you completed, otherwise you're fucked. That shit is annoying as hell, and it adds into the game, taking it way too far with the difficulty and the fairness. The last thing I want to talk about is the game's bosses. And they're kinda ass. Don't get me wrong, they look cool and it's humorous to defeat them, but they take no fucking skill. The only exception will be the final boss, but even then it's nothing crazy. Overall, Skullmonkeys is an unusual yet damn good follow-up to the Neverhood. Sure, the difficulty is horseshit, the bosses aren't great, and the save system is laughably sad. I still enjoyed this game. The gameplay is fast and fun, the graphics are great, and the music is still catchy as hell. If you're looking for a good under-the-radar platformer, this is it. I really enjoyed this game despite its issues. And I guess that wraps up the Neverhood series? You're joking, right? For fuck's sake.